Hi, and welcome to this new episode of Mootopia MMIV. Today, I'll be trying to explain why MK Dons Recruitment this season has not been as bad as some of our bedwetting fans think. The real problem that the recruitment this season has had is how well the team performed last season. But even last season, we signed some players who were just not good enough, like Aidan Baldwin, completely inconsistent like Theo Corbeanu, or just not ready for grown-up football like Josh Martin. Although we've done well in the last couple of seasons with some excellent signings, a couple of which probably already too good for League One. Our recruitment, like most other clubs, has been patchy at best since at least our brief stay in the Championship, when in one summer we signed Dale Jennings, who arrived overweight and left after barely kicking the ball, Simon Church, a striker with an allergy to scoring, Christian Benavente left us and somehow went on to earn millions in Egypt and the Middle East. Sergio Aguza, a player who has gone on to sign a contract and then changed his mind 1 hour later to sign for another team. Both teams were in Spanish second division, where he remains. And Sam Gallagher. None of these players pulled up any trees for us. That same season, we strengthened with the uninterested Kevin Long, and probably the worst January arrival we've ever had. J. Emmanuel Thomas, a man for who the term bare minimum kind of guy was created for. In fact, I'd even argue Josh Murphy, who our fan base dribbled over, was regularly ineffective, failing to look up and strangely for a wide player didn't like passing the ball. But just like other loanees we've had, he hid the downside to his game by running with the ball and occasionally producing a genuine piece of class, just not frequently enough. If I list Mikey Ngumbo, Paul Downing, Ryan Seeger, Aaron Tishabola, Lawson Diath, Jordan Bowery, Brendan Dixon, Lasse Sorensen, Charlie Brown, Theo Corbeanu, Josh Martin and Aidan Baldwin. Were any of these signings better than what we've seen this season? I think not. In most cases, I can't see them making the bench, let alone starting 11. As a fan base, we need to understand that signing players the quality of O'Reilly, Darling and Super Scotty Twine just doesn't normally happen at League One clubs in the 14th month period. If we look objectively at the players that have come in this season on permanent deals, it's clear to see they were brought in to give us a strong base for a go at the playoffs next season. Obviously, I'm not suggesting that the relegation battle is part of the plan, but you have to be realistic. When a club signs as many under-23s as we did, both permanently and on loan, only Bradley Johnson, David Martin, Will Grigg, Sully Kaikai and Anthony Stewart are over 25 when signed. And remember, we've signed 15 players this season, including loans. The 3 Irish lads we signed will, in my opinion, become the standout players for us next season. I just pray it's not in League 2. Grant is already starting to show glimpses of class. A bit of work on his finishing and picking the right moment to pass, and he'll do well. Burns clearly has a twinkle, which owed to how badly we were playing before the change in head coach. He rarely got to show it. Then he was assaulted against Burton and hasn't really had a look since. Dawson Devoy looks to be adapting to the EFL too. He does well both in possession and out of position. Maybe he should be contributing more in goal attempts though. Jack Tucker, despite a nervy start at the Dons, is starting to show why the Gills rated him so highly. Jonathan Lecco has the experience and ability to help others and create moments to get the fans going. And even Matt Dennis, who I'm guessing upset the new coach when he arrived, clearly has the ability to strengthen our squad when he returns from his loan. If all these players stay and continue to improve, we're in a very strong position and hopefully only need a couple of new players in the summer. And assuming we stay up this year, next season can only be a huge improvement. All of this combined with a short-term mindset that the Prem and sensationalist TV and social media coverage seems to be encouraging in fans. This is why I think that the people have overreacted to recruitment. especially in the summer. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, I will find you. And as always, come on you Dons!